sup tonight, everyone? Welcome. Fine Tuesday to y'all. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. What is up, Lady Lindis, Kristoff, Zelda of course, Winds of Fury, Monin the Conqueror, Filberto, Crazy Man, Doug McQuinn, Davish, Paladin, Leon Stew. How is everyone tonight? I'm actually really hyped. I have been having a lot of fun in Standard for the first time in a while since the bannings happened. So we're playing more Jank in Standard tonight. I got 3 different decks. All of them are at least semi-janky, and some of them are really janky. So we're gonna have some fun tonight. I am definitely excited for Standard. I'm actually playing Magic in because of the bans. So I was already having fun in Modern and Historic, but the bans have greatly increased my enjoyment. Like, way more of Standard and also Pioneer. Like, both those formats, way better. Yeah, this mono white build that we're starting off with, I'm actually, I'm really excited for it. It's pretty janky, but I think it's going to be fun. I don't know if it's going to be good. We might not win much, but if it does do its thing's going to be really sweet. Yeah, the bans have definitely been a huge win. Back on the wildcard ride, yeah, I wish the arena economy was a little more player-friendly, but yeah, what can you do? Great podcast this week. Oh, thank you, Ray Orty. I really wish Gates were still good in Standard. The deck is so much fun. Ooh, I forgot about Gates. What would be the best decks to revisit? That's a good question. Like, we're getting to the 1 month until rotation. Actually, I think we're like just over a month until rotation. If there's any classic decks from the last year, hey, what's up, Circly Jess? How are you? That you want to revisit on stream or something before they rotate and are probably gone forever, at least until we figure out how to make them work in Modern or Pioneer, let me know, because we can give them a shot. Hey, my name is Jeremiah. I've been watching your channel for 3 years now, mostly on YouTube, so just wanted to see you inspire a lot of my janky decks. Keep rocking, broski. Hey, well, thank you, Bear or Jeremiah. I appreciate the kind words. Ooh, Chromatic Black's a good one. Doom for Toll. Oh, Verity Circle. Have we ever really played Verity Circle? I've wanted to play Verity Circle. I keep waiting for them to print Sleep. They need to print Sleep, and then Verity Circle would be good, but maybe we'll just play it without it and make it work. Hey, what's up, eShop? How are you? Martin uses destroying people with Doom Foretold and Yoriad. Yeah, I think I've been doing a little Standard research. I think I might do a quick article this week about post-ban Standard. Yarion, the Yarion like discard decks, I think are second tier, I would say, in the format, like tier 2, tier 2.5. So far, my understanding of Standard is Sultai Ramp number 1. Also top tier, I would say, is Teamer Adventures, and this is based on like the first week, so things will probably shift around, but I would say those two are the clear top tier decks, best decks in the format. Then after that, you got like Yarion, you got Mono Red, you have Teamer Elementals, you have like Mono Green occasionally. You have a pretty big group of decks that do well in some tournaments, don't do well in some tournaments, are like semi-competitive, and then you got all the jank decks after that. Blue Collar Man, welcome to the Fishbowl for the 14th month. Thank you for your subscription. Be super cheer for you. Think Manlands like Hissing Quagmire get reprinted Zendikar Rising. I'm hoping that we don't get reprinted Creature Lands. I'm hoping that we get new Creature Lands. We already saw one leak, a colorless one, so I think I have high hopes that we get a new Creature Land cycle. I would like to see a uncommon, like Return to Treetop Village, uncommon Creature Land cycle, but we'll see what happens. Squiggly Borg, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Be super for you. Thank you. Why are people only talking about new remastered set for Historic? This is obviously part of the plan for Pioneer. Even Gavin's video talks about it. Pioneer coming this year. I think people are sleeping on it. Well, is Pioneer coming this year? I think that's a little bit untrue. Blaze, welcome to the Fishbowl. Another first-time sub. Thank you so much, everyone. And I promise you, we're going to start playing Magic very shortly. But I think that's actually a really interesting point. So, Pioneer on Arena, and then we'll do reminders, and we're going to start playing Magic. Then we talk about all this stuff. So, here's my impression. And let me see if I can find this post. Another new sub. Thank you so much. King J subscribing with Prime. Thank you. Let me see if I can find this Reddit post really quick, because it illuminates what we're talking about. It has the cards that are not showing up in Amonkhet Remastered. Ooh, where did I see this? If anyone saw the post, someone did a post. I don't remember what Reddit it was on, but it was the cards that are not in Amonkhet Remastered, so they won't be on Arena. And I think it actually illuminates exactly what we were just talking about in a really interesting way, but I can't seem to find I can't seem to find the post right now. Anyway, we're going to play Magic. We'll talk about that later. But basically, so will Pioneer be on Arena this year? I'm going to say that yes, there'll be a Pioneer queue on Arena. However, it will not really be Pioneer. It won't have nearly most of the cards you need for it to feel like actual Pioneer. So I feel like while there might be like a quote unquote Pioneer event, it'll be like this pseudo format that has the cards that happen to be on the client. But I think if you look at like, there's just so many cards that need to be added for Pioneer to be on Arena. Like that is kind of the concern. Like, if you look at the Pioneer metagame real quick. If you look at the Pioneer metagame, like, a lot of the cards that you need are not going to show up in Amonkhet Remastered and also a Pioneer Master set. Like, it's going to be very difficult for Amonkhet in one Master set to actually provide all the stuff we need for Return to Ravnica. Like, sure, maybe you could, like, let's say you want to play this deck. Could you build a Niv to Light deck? Well, you'll have Niv, you'll have Uro, maybe Voice of Resurgence could, like, be in the Masters set or something, so maybe you have that. But you're gonna have to start playing, like, next best things. Like, maybe you don't have Rakdos Return, because they didn't put that on there yet. Maybe you don't have Slaughter Games, because they didn't put that on there. Maybe Utter End's not on there. So you're gonna be able to, my guess would be, play some sort of, like, sort of, like, partly Pioneer format, as they continue to add sets, and then hopefully in like a few more years we will actually have full Pioneer. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. Thank you for finding the post, by the way. Anyway, let's do our reminders, talk about this deck, start playing Magic, then we can talk Arena, Pioneer, movies, music, whatever y'all want to talk about. I am down, and we will have some fun tonight. So reminders, Replay YouTube, that's where you can find all the old streams, including this one, in the future. Normal YouTube, if you missed it, we had a really fun bunch of Magic yesterday, playing some Sphinx's tutelage, finally. So, yeah, definitely check it out. Mostly rotation proof. If you want to mill some people out and draw lots of cards in Standard, I would definitely recommend it. That's what I bet. Anchovies on pizza is not on the approved topic list. Rampaging Milk for the 1 year resub. Big super cheer for you. A reminder that our sponsor tonight, yeah, tutelage is so much fun. I've been wanting that to work. I told the story in the video, but that was a deck that pre-banning I just like could not win a game with. I think I literally went 0-5 with something very similar, and then it actually like started working. A reminder that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom, and if you need some Double Masters cards, maybe some Amonkhet cards, some Emerald Medallions, whatever cards you need, you get them at cardkingdom.com. Even get a free Scoop Soldier sticker. They will hook you up. Just let them know. Lucid and Z-Tubs, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Fire Prophecy seems like a good addition. I can see that. The Discord is new and improved. Merch page, token, t-shirts, playmats. Good way to support the stream and the channel and the site. Donations always appreciated. Never required. $2 or more gets your message read on stream. Thank you for the kind words, Lucid. So, tonight, I have 3 decks that we're going to mess around with, potentially. We're starting off with this Mono White Devotion deck, which was our backup deck yesterday, but we never got to it. I think this deck looks fun. Do I think this deck looks good? I don't know. I don't know if it actually looks good. Why is my phone beeping for no... Oh, hang on. Hang on. There we go. All right, sorry about that. So, I don't know if this deck's good, but I think it's fun. So, the idea of this deck, we're going to stack up white mana symbols. We're not like a life gain Heliod Devotion deck. We're playing, I mean, we do have some life gain stuff, but it's mostly because it's double white. So, we're stacking up Bishop of Wakes. We're stacking up Daxosis, things with lots of white mana symbols. This is going to get us slowly up to Divine Visitation, which is our big card. This is the centerpiece of our deck. Divine Visitation, if we'd make a token and set it whatever it would be, it's a 4/4 Angel with Flying and Vigilance, because what we're really trying to do is get a bunch of white mana symbols, get down Divine Visitation, and play Reverent Hoplite. Draft All-Star. I don't even know if it really was a Draft All-Star, but when it comes into play, you get a 1/1 white soldier, which will actually be a 4/4 angel for every white mana symbol you control. So it's 1 here, it's 2 there. We get 2 for every Daxos. We have Root Halos, that's 2 more there. We got a Bassery, that's more there. So stack up the white mana symbols, and hopefully for this 1 5-mana creature, just make a massive board full of angels and win the game. So that's the idea of the deck. That's the plan of the deck. Otherwise, we got a bunch of random stuff. I'm not sure about some of these choices. Some of them, there's some disjointedness in this deck. This is a deck that someone played in one of the, I think, SCG qualifiers. Like, Raise the Alarm, it doesn't work well with Divine Visitation, but it doesn't really work well with the Devotion Plan. Speaker of Heavens, I guess technically works if we gain life with Daxos or like Bishop of Wigs. So there's some weird like pseudo synergies, a little bit scattered, but we'll see how it goes. Otherwise, sideboard we get removal, get Atomic for Nissa. Teo, I have no idea why we'll ever sideboarded Teo, but hey, maybe we will. Leyline of Sanctity, again, not exactly sure when we're going to bring that in. Maybe we run into the Teferi's Tutelage mill deck. It is hard to beat a Leyline of Sanctity with Teferi's Tutelage. Sumbrass, Wander, again, not exactly sure why we'd wander, but you never know. 3 ley lines, a risky number with no black mana. You never know, though. Maybe you mulligan into them. Heliod's Intervention. So we're going to try this deck exactly as it is. We're just going to try it exactly like it is, and if it's a disaster, we will update it. I also have, there's no Nyx Lotus in this one, because we don't have anything to cast with it. That's something we could potentially change. We could play like the White Finale and play Nyx Lotus. So we'll see. We're going to start with just straight out of the box this build, and then we'll potentially update it. We also have a couple of backup decks in case, oh man, Annoyed Procession. I'm excited, so excited for that in Amonkhet Remastered. Also, backup decks, if we get bored, have a 5-color Niv deck that's what 5-color Niv does. Lots of multicolor stuff, lots of just like grindy card drawy value. So maybe we Niv. Also, this deck looks pretty janky, but also like kind of interesting. Mardu Giant Tribal, essentially. And Tribal's a bit of a stretch because you don't like have Giant Lords or whatever, but Kroxa is a giant. We also have Bone Crusher, giant. We also have Mecha Godzilla the weapon, probably better known as Crystalline Giant, Realm Cloak Giant, Tectonic Giant. The main payoff is Realm Cloak Giant doesn't destroy our giants, so we just like Plague Wind away our opponent's board, smash our opponent with giants. Otherwise, it's kind of like a Mardu mid-range style deck. So yeah, we're gonna have some fun. There are not many giants. We'll look at it when we get to it. We're gonna start with White Devotion. We will look at the giants of Magic, of Standard, once we get to the deck. But 0 chance Collected Company doesn't break Historic Right, even if they ban 3 Fairy. I'm nervous. So whoa. Huge amount of gift subs from King of Jake, handing out 10, 35 altogether. Cable the Pit, Anon, Ophidian, Zeldazak, Nafedali, Clear, Mortius, Macho Taco, the Turkles, and the AMC. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you to King of Jake for handing out all the gift subs. Hey, what's up, King of Jake? Welcome. Thank you so much. All right. Mono White Devotion, take 1. Let's make some angels. So, how do you feel about these lands? At first, I thought they were cool. Now, I'm starting to think they're actually not cool, but ugly. So, this hand's actually really sweet if we resolve our stuff and get to 5 mana. Like, bunch of mana symbols and the full combo. It could work. It could actually work. We're not really a life gain deck. So Heliod, I don't think it does much in this deck. At first I like that, but then now I do not nearly as much. Yeah, meh. Yeah, the unset lands that they just added are really sweet. And there's also, I do like some of the like promos that they've printed are really good. More Sky Tethers, eh? Well, here we come. Hit ya. I have no idea what to name, but we gotta do something. Uro? Maybe Uro. It's usually safe to name Uro. Like, I mean, when in doubt, every deck plays Uro, so you're gonna get some value. You're gonna get some value naming Uro. Crosses is another good one. Land for our opponent. Gets a yard. Oh boy. How many lands does this deck play? Are we cheating on lands? Are we skimping? We need an Anger of the Gods for the Furious Ageless Insight deck. Yeah, having a better, cheaper sweeper would be good. Although we actually, I mean, that deck worked way better than I thought. I'd be down with playing that deck again. I have so much fun playing that deck. That deck is just like exactly my style of deck. I'm sub, but I can't use the scoop Timo. Ooh, Brent the Muffin. That's weird. Are you typing it like scoop in lowercase and then whatever in capitals? This deck seems very happy Christmas land even for you. I mean, we got backups. We got backups. If it's a Prime Speaker Vanifar. We got backups. If it's a disaster. If it's a disaster, we will switch it up. Ugh. Not hitting lands is definitely an issue. That is definitely an issue. Wait, there's 20 lands in this deck? No. No, really? No, there can't be 20 lands. Oh, you gotta be kidding. 20? No. Oh, I should have looked. Okay, well, maybe we're going to update this deck a little bit after this match, because there is 0% chance that 20 lands is right. It's really funny. Sometimes it's very hard to tell. There's a fine line between, like, a deck from someone who might be newish to Magic and just trying to do cool things, and like a really creative, innovative deck. A lot of times those things are similar, and it's hard to tell the difference. However, there is a 0% chance. There's literally a 0% chance that 20 lands is correct. Actually, is there really only 20 lands? If there's only 20 lands, then we're just going to concede, because we're just going to restart and fix the deck first, because that is not actually possible. Is there really 20? It's this plane's messing me up. All right, hang on. That one didn't count. That was a practice round. 20 lands, so some modern decks play 20 lands, some super aggro decks, but you know what does not play 20 lands? The deck that its main combo is 2 5-drops. That is not. All right, let's look at this. So we need like at least 24, maybe 25 lands. Angeloid, Angeloid, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup here for you. Thank you. All right, let's see. Blast Zone. Wow, it really is 20 lands. Oh, that's insane. Okay, so we need to add many lands. Many lands must be added for us to have a chance to do anything with this deck. Let's put these nice Mirage Plains in here. So it should give us, what, 24? 24 is probably passable. So we got to cut 4 cards. Ancestral Blade, out of here. Raise the Alarm, out of here. And maybe, like, I guess Birth is okay. These are fine. Maybe just a Sky Tether. Sky Tether does not seem great against the top tier of the meta. It's good against aggro. I almost don't even know if we want it in the main deck, period, but I guess it's fine. Like, Sky Tether I kind of like if you're aggressive flying deck, but Executioner, all right, since we're upgrading, let's look at tokens real quick. White token producers, like, is there anything else that we should be playing? Another interesting thing, people keep mentioning Heliod. Like, maybe this deck would be better. Like, Ajani makes tokens. Maybe the life gain and token theme could kind of come together and be sweet. I think that's something to keep in mind. Also, like, a Ketra makes tokens, but that's 5 mana. Wait, this is like creature tokens, right? Okay. I was going to say Smothering Tithe would be hilarious, but that doesn't actually work. Ooh, yes, you could play Griffin Airy as well. Dawn of Hope. There are a lot of life gain token stuff. Well, anyway, all right. We got more lands. This is our first match. This is our first official first match. This deck, Maybe instead of a work of genius, maybe it's just like not very good. I think it won. I think it won some matches in the tournament it was in, though. So I don't know how. Hey, what's up, Arch Burglar Lord? How are you? With 20 lands, I guess you just get really lucky. Second first, yes. Our second first match. Our first match where we actually have enough lands to maybe cast our spells. Life Gain Devotion could be sweet. As someone who played this before, I promise you, don't play colorless lands. Nothing feels worse than mixing your turn through Dexos. Yeah, we have 2. Why only one Elspeth? Who knows? Who knows, Guido? Who knows anything about this deck? This was... this was what I believe someone played it in one of the online events. I don't remember exactly what it was. Mirage lands are the best. Even on Arena, where you get the less good newer border, oh, they're still just so good. Yeah, okay. I guess this is fine-ish, relatively. Alright, more Legends, more Dexoses. 20 works if you have Birth in your own... Yeah, I mean, I guess that's kind of more lands. It still feels super greedy. Well, Dexos. Go. When you get the time, take a look at this deck. The game starts to be arch enemy when it gets rolling. Ooh. Oh, Vile Smasher. Yeah, Vile Smasher is definitely a very frightening commander. I am not surprised that you end up getting arch enemy. Yeah, that looks frightening. Angelic Ascension, yeah, I have never played it. This is the first deck I've ever had Angelic Ascension in. We'll see. We'll see if it works. About it, lad, Ed. Hey, Seth, had a good day. Traded my VIP Blood Moon. Traded for a VIP Blood Moon. Ooh, that's a... Oh, the blowouts. The blowouts. Okay. What is our opponent playing? Just... Jun stuff? Well, we will, I guess, pass the turn. Awkward. Would you try Tutelage plus Peer to the Abyss combo? Maybe. I feel like Peer to the Abyss is probably better comboed with Underworld Dreams, because then you can take advantage of, like, Nyx Lotus and stuff, but... it does seem sweet if it goes off. Just Peter for the 19th month. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Everyone keeps saying bye. Double Master Singles. Now, what cards are goodbyes for Yaneen to Modern and Pioneer? Ooh, Just Peter. There's a pretty long list of cards that are heavily played. It partly depends on the deck that you want to play as well. So, but there are a lot of just straight up staples. Well, let's Omen. Untap. Play a land. Sky Tether is actually hilariously effective against Rotting Regisar. That's actually, like, kind of hilarious. Hanged Executioner. So now our opponent's got to keep discarding cards. I am the evil one. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This also makes it hard for our opponent to Embercleave us. Although, I guess if they have a land, they still could. Discards a land. Plays a land. Cracks it. Ooh, could be close. Could be close. Yeah, I mean, it's basically Path to Exile. Honestly, against Regisar, it's probably better. Making our opponent discard still every turn is pretty funny. I've been working on Bant Oketra. Ooh. Yeah, Oketra is a card that I feel like... I think it suffered from just, like, how degenerate Standard was, but Oketra feels like a card that should be really good. Embercleave it if you got it. Alright, down to 10. No Embercleave. Mishra's Bobble. Yeah, we can look at... I can pull up the list. Like, there is a pretty big list. Alright, Bone Crusher Giant. Well, play Castle Ardenvale. Play Ruined Halo. On Angoris. Oh, those names. This is where those names are actually a little bit weird. Well, we'll name Gemrazor. Daxos. Hit ya. Pass the turn. Get rid of that last card. Out of here. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Yeah, I'll pull up the Double Master's price list and we'll look at it. Pote it. Can't get through our Daxos. Daxos too big. And we still have Angelic Ascension. Ooh, another Omen. Well, go to combat. Get in hit ya. Our white mana's getting there. What big white spells? Like, if we did want to add Nyx Lotus, which, again, is just, like, busted, what would we cast with our mana in a mono white deck? Like, what could we Nyx Lotus into? Wait, oh. Opponent doesn't know it has reach, though. They didn't block last time, did they? Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Opponent does know. Ugin! I didn't think our opponent knew he had reach. I thought we were getting the freebies. Opponent cracks Fabled Passage. Oh, it's tap last. Oh, that explains it. I guess our opponent does know their own cards. Essentially, it doesn't do a whole lot. Like, they get a just as good 4/4, and we already have that one locked down by Rune Halo. So I feel like we want to save it until we get more value from it. Well, let's Omen. Make some dorks. We can start scrying with the Omens at some point. Gain some life. Gain some life. We have our first donation of the night. Ooh, All right, Speaker of the Heavens. We just got to gain 11 more life and the angels are coming. From Blue Archer. Hey, Seth. Always thank you, as always, thank you for all the content. How do you feel about Double Master boxes as prices are going up? Is it still worth buying them at $320? Yes. I mean, I think it was worth it to buy them at $320 before prices changed at all. I haven't actually recalculated the prices in the last couple of days. Ooh, okay. Yes, yes, yes. We will keep. Untap. Are we going to die? We're not going to die. That's fine. Divine Visitation. Grow Daxos. No attacks. Come on. No Embercleave. No Embercleave. But yeah, I think the boxes are still a good buy. Yeah, Daxos got the toughness going at the moment. About it. Just a lad. Scrying. Here comes the angels. Here comes the angels. Thank you so much for the donation, Blue Angel. Opponent passes. Well, angels. Elspeth. They're not 1/1s. They're 4/4s. And they're gaining us life. Oh, oh, looking good. Looking good. It's amazing what a couple more lands will do. Opponent. Thinking about attacking. Is attacking. They do Embercleave for the turn. We will block with Daxos. There's the Embercleave. I think this is fine. We take a beating. We lose Daxos. However, we get to keep making angels. How do you beat the angels? How do you beat them? Oh, Rune Halo. Got him. Unstone Coil Serpent. Make some angels. Yeah, Finale is probably the best. Is probably the best payoff, I think. Attack, attack. The pressure is on. Whoo! It's working. It's So how much would our Nyx Lotus tap for right now? Oh, we just need to draw our Hoplite, and then we get the full combo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, Hoplite would be so insane. It would be so insane. Opponent. Oh, come on. Give us a Hoplite. Goes combat. Oh, opponent. Gonna learn a lesson about Rune Halo. Sure. We will take 0. And scoops it up. Whoo! Well, no Hoplite, but we didn't need it. That worked. Now we get our super janky sideboard. TJ Owigan, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, Shatter the Skies in the sideboard. The Wanderer. I guess this is our Wanderer matchup. We found it. We found the Wanderer matchup. This is it. This is the one. Glass Casket. Yeah, Glass Casket seems good. What's not good? And the whole deck is not an answer. We'll go down Bassery. Go down Bassery. And the Wanderer. What are we taking out? Angelic? We had that Angelic Ascension in hand the entire game and we never cast it. It is instant speed removal though. Yeah, this is Mono White Devotion at the moment. Yeah, we can go down Cavalier. I'll accept that. Go down the Cavalier. Go down maybe like one Hanged Executioner. One Birth, one Daxos. Daxos has a lot of toughness. I do like the toughness of Daxos. And one more Hanged Executioner. Try it like that. Looks like a sideboard I make, which is not high praise. Oh, Kogos, give yourself a little more credit than that. I'd love to see your reaction to this hilarious janky homebrew I almost made it. Ooh, there's Hoppy. Hoppy Hopperton, along with Divine Visitation, and our secret tech against Regisar. This is like our nut draw. This is as good as it gets if you're playing Mono White Devotion. Mono Red Control. Ooh, Brash Taunter. Brash Taunter in Standard. We've played Brash Taunter, but not in Standard. That is super cheap, and it looks pretty hilarious. If you can get Fire Emancipation, just burn your Brash Taunter. Stellar Seiko! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Yeah, Stomp is a concern. Could Nick slow us into Finale? Yeah, I could definitely see that being a possibility. Yeah, that looks funny, Aurora. Looks fun. I mean, that's our combo. That's our combo. That's what we're trying to do with this deck. So, chat, someone mentioned this earlier. What do you think about this? Someone said that we need to be at Mythic for content. How much do you think that actually matters? Like, would it make streams, videos more enjoyable if we were always at Mythic? Or does it... We've never really focused on getting to Mythic. Like, we do it on occasion. But it's not something that I've never really focused on. If it happens, that's sweet, but it makes the decks feel more real. Doesn't really matter. Well, why haven't I ever focused on it? The main reason is I just play a lot of janky decks, and I don't really play unranked at all. So even if I want to play like... So even if I just want to like test a budget Magic deck, I'm usually doing it in the rank queue. So it makes it actually difficult. The few times I've actually like played a lot with tier decks, I actually think it's not that... Like, I don't think it would be hard to hit Mythic if that was our goal. I think it would be pretty easy to do. But that's just never been a goal. Gold is definitely not playing a lot top tier, but I'm not sure it matters. It's kind of funny, I think. What is it? Diamond Mythic? Diamond Platinum Mythic? Whatever the level before Mythic is. Alright, opponent's got other removal. Whatever the level before Mythic, I think that is the spikiest level. You just play the top tier decks essentially on repeat at that level. You know what? We're just going to kill that. But then it actually becomes... Yeah, so at like high diamond, you just play the top couple of decks over and over and over. Because everyone's just trying to like grind their way to Mythic. But then once you hit Mythic, it actually gets way less competitive, I would say. Oh, it's Wanderer time. It's actually Wanderer time. The Holy Turnip God for this second month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Best deck in Standard. Pretty sure it's Sultai Ramp. I believe Sultai Ramp and Teamer Adventure, so the top tier decks. Teamer Adventure actually has a better win percentage, but Sultai Ramp is more heavily played, and it's won more tournaments, so I think those are the two top tier decks, and everything else is fighting those. I'm the wander. I guess we're just wandering. Yeah, I mean, seems good. This is the matchup for it. Snipe ya. Oh, we wander around. Around. Da 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 da. Uro being left alone was a mistake. Yeah, Uro's pretty good. Wait, what? Is that another one? Alright, opponent's got questing beasts. 4 days. Ugh. Well, Sky Tether. Speaker of the Heavens. We have a new donation from opponent plays a land and new donation from Streamlabs. Uh-oh. Alright, hang on. Streamlabs is not showing me it. Wait. I'm getting to it, I promise. Ugh. Oh boy. Well, this might actually work for our opponent. Okay. Hits us from Codename Duckfin, $3 donation. My 1-year-old daughter loves watching and listening. Can you give a shout out to Haley? Well, Haley, thank you so much for watching. That is super cool. Welcome to the Fishbowl, Haley. Thank you so much, and thank you, Codename Duckfin, for the donation. Definitely appreciate it. All right, no killy, no burn. No Ember Cleaves. They always have Ember Cleave. Oh, they have Ember. Oh, okay, down to 1. Oh, okay. Hoppy Hopperton. Show us the angels. Yes. Opponent's reading. Yes. Give us 4 4/4s. Boat it. Well, they have Assassin's Trophy? Like, what is in their hand? It's some sort of removal. It's gotta be. I've been testing a Pioneer Brew in light of the bans. Care to see it? I'd love to see it, Hazaron. I've been, I mean, if they had Stomp, they would have just killed us, right? We've been dead for... Like, they could have just killed us during their turn? Like, if they have Stomp, we're just dead. We've been dead. And they have the mana. Noxious Grasp. Okay. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Pioneer lately too. Ooh, can we fade dying this turn? We get to make more angels next turn. Pote it. Attacks. Four, 8, 12. Ugh. Do we try to play around Embercleave? Playing around Embercleave costs us an angel next turn. I mean, if we block with everything, we survive. Well, huh. Yeah, I guess we can't really play around it, can we? All right, sure. Yeah, I guess we have 12, 13, 14, 15, so we'd still take 1. Yeah, so I guess we'd lose to Embercleave regardless. Boat it. Thinking. Try and do something with Big Red. Ooh, let me see Elder Red. All right, well, 1 down. And Scavenging Ooze. Well, bad news for our opponent is we got Hoppy Part 2, and that is many angels. It's working! This was the plan of the deck. That is 20 power, plus the Hoplite itself. Play the land, hit your face. I mean, you got us to 1, but I don't think it's going to matter. I think we got him. Ooh, Ebsen midrange looks sweet. It's a good way to take advantage of the newly fair-ish Pioneer format. Got a lot of powerful mid-range threats. I'll get in with our angels, hit ya, and I mean that's a turn 2 clock, two turn clock. We need to play Yadaro at some point. I don't think we played a single Yadaro deck. Pote it. It's working! Just don't cleave us, or shock us, or stomp us. I mean, all we gotta do is chump and attack back in the air and it's over. Hopefully. Now I don't think we actually lose to Embercleave. Oh, Extinction Event would be brutal. Although it would get our opponent's stuff if they hit our Angels. So I guess it'd be fine. Then we just go Hoplite Beatdown and start making Angels with Ardenvale. Yeah, I really wish that Baneslayer was good. Baneslayer being good in Standard would be sweet. Well, block, 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 block. Block for good measure. Bone it. Whoo! Yeah. It's what happened? Oh, it was on a questing beast? Oh. All right. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Oh, okay. So I guess there was a questing beast under there. All right. Well, that's disappointing. We went off and we still got punished. And then we're against Standard Dredge. Oh, that was disappointing. Yeah, Jet, I blame you. It's all your fault. I will say, and this is not an excuse, it was in a putt, but I will say the way that Arena handles Mutate is not particularly easy to see what's going on. You can't really tell what it's mutated onto, so not an excuse. I should have remembered from when they mutated it a long time ago. But I do think that it could probably be designed in a way that is a little bit more functional. Oh, I think Mutate's a sweet mechanic. I like the Mutate mechanic. I just think the way that they implemented it on Arena, where you can't tell what is under it easily, is not great. Better than Moto. Is it? I don't think I've ever mutated on Moto. Mutate is bestow but power creep, but at least you can you can see the auras. I think that's my criticism of how they've implemented on Arena is you really just can't see it. Like, you can't tell without doing like 10 clicks or something. All right, land go. This hand is not super exciting. Last hand was much more exciting, but we found a way to lose. Play Daxos. Black-red. The Minotaur deck. Yeah, we've played that deck. That actually looks a lot like the Against Odds deck that we've played. It's definitely a fun. Yeah, go attacking. Block, please. No. Alright. Opponent's too smart for that. Yeah, that's definitely a fun deck, though. If you could resolve Death Blow Warcry, you can win the game on the spot. Yeah, we are very much not a Selfless Savior deck. We are a very mid-rangey deck that had 20 lands for some reason until we fixed it. Hey, what's up, Chuck? How are you? Good to see you. Moto would be great if it didn't have the interface of a black market poker game from the 90s. Yeah, I mean, everyone has their own taste when it comes to Arena versus Moto. Personally, I've been playing Moto for a long time, so I'm very comfortable with it, and I value. Well, I mean, I've learned to like Magic Online. So for me, Magic Online, uh, I like it, and for me personally, as someone who's played it for a decade, I think it has a lot of upsides. Compared to Arena in some ways. Arena also has a set of upsides. But I'm very comfortable with Magic Online. But I definitely believe that it really is an individual thing. I think when people go too much into the like, oh, Moto verse Arena, I think that the right answer is really, it depends on the player. And it depends on, I mean, if you're a new player, Arena's going to be better for you. If you're someone who wants to try to spend literally $0 on Magic, like literally zero, then Arena's going to be better for you. If you're someone who values older formats, if you're someone who wants to play budget decks and are willing to spend a little bit of money, then Magic Online is, in those regards, going to be better for you. So there's not really just one answer, I don't think. And it really depends on what you value in Magic and what you enjoy about Magic. We have a new donation, opponent, going to Ooztown. Yeah. From Chuck the Yak, $10 donation. Well, alright. Go wandering. Get rid of the ooze. The Wanderer's actually been pretty good. Like, even if we just snipe one creature, it's decent. And if we ever snipe two creatures, it's insane. I've been picking on your punts because at the end of summer crankiness, do you think there are more punts in August, like forgetting that you have a commander in a game of Commander? Well, actually, that was Tober. But I think there might be... maybe there's more punts in August. I could see that. Wow, opponent just... Alright, sure.
The bigger they are.
We will accept that, and we will play a Hoppy. Make some small tokens, hit ya. Okay, we're going to redeem ourselves for last game, although the Wanderer's gone. Rada. Sure. Uh-huh. And... oh. Oh. That actually doesn't do anything. Alright. Let's just pass and scry, I think. Yeah, there might be more punts in August. Everyone's getting ready for, like, the end of summer. A little cranky. I can see that. Thank you so much for the donation, Chuck. Definitely appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Big scoops here for you. The Wanderer is increasing our devotion. That is true. And our opponent's already emptied the graveyard with ooze. Are we getting frisky? No. Alright. Well, let's scry. We would actually like to find Divine Visitation, I think. 2 lands to the bottom. And... Ruined Halo. Alright, Ruined Halo. On Questing Beast, I think. And pass the turn. Ugh. We're in this weird, like, standoff where we're not doing anything. Ooh, Riding Regisaur. Okay. Well, that's a good Sky Tether target. Dr. Mether Warbler. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Alright. And they have... Gem Razor. Does this actually even work? It probably doesn't, right? Because damage can't be prevented. I mean, it's getting blown up regardless. Sure. Opponent. Passes. Ooh. Angelic Ascension, sweet. Well, Sky Tether Roddy. Pass the turn. We can upgrade a token. All right, we're going for it. We're going Angels. Yeah, maybe Ruined Halo's just not good. Not good in this matchup. It might just be straight up not good against Questing Beast. Opponent draws. Well, we've dealt with the Regisar for now. All right, there's Questing Beast. Opponent gets in, hits us, kills our Wanderer, unfortunately. Well, all right, upgrade. Wait, hang on. So it still is. Man, Sky Tether is really... Sky Tether is not a good Magic card. Ugh, why are we playing... Yeah, I mean... We still can't really get in, though. Because it still has reach.
Time to move on.
I mean, I guess at least it can... At least it can block a Questing Beast for the time being. But not really, because this is going to pump. Ugh. Alright. I actually don't know if... I think we actually are in a pretty bad spot at the moment. About it. Castle. Oh, no. Opponent's castle is way better than our castle. Opponent's castle actually draws some cards. Yeah, it is sort of eating our opponent's hand. Brant the Muffin Man! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you. But we're going to have to start blocking it, unfortunately. Thank you so... Because it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This will be 11 power? So it's kind of the abyss at this point. Opponent. Well, alright. Make a token. We need Divine Visitation. We need Divine Visitation. Or another land. That was second on my list, behind Divine Visitation. Plains. Welcome to the Fishbowl, Brad. Thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, so I think Scott... This is awkward. Isn't our opponent just going to have to... Well, I guess they have 2 cards in hand. They're going to have to discard one of them at least. About it. What are they thinking about? I'm so confused. Oh, just eating random stuff. Sure. Yeah, this feels like a pretty awkward matchup for our deck. A lot of the weird cards we're playing, maybe the reason they don't see play is they don't match up well with some of these type of threats. Opponent eating things. Yeah, mono white's not good at drawing cards. That is for sure. That is one of white's biggest problems across formats, really. We don't get Castle Lockwains. If our opponent ever finds Embercleave, it's going to be really bad. Like, probably just lethal. Land off the top untapped. Heartless Axe our Angel. So now we can't stop the Questing Beast. Not good. Opponent attacks. Well. Yeah. Down to 8. And we are very much running out of time. A deck full of 1/1's not good against Questing Beast. And most of our removal's not good against Questing Beast. Bishop of Wings. We don't have a way to make angels, though. Well, I guess we just Hoplite and make 1/1s. This doesn't stop a Questing Beast, though. Oh, the clock is dead. Oh, Mingar is so bad, though. Unfortunately. Like, Mingar is sweet in Commander, but in actual formats, I don't think it is It is very good. I mean, we have a decently big board next turn. But opponent, they have 4 blockers. So, in theory, but we're going to have to... well, we'll see what our opponent does. All right. Maybe. Maybe we could just go wide enough. Opponent cracks. They can't gain any more life. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that might be Xaxes. We'll see. I mean, they get another redraw. Opponent's trying to time out somehow. This is the slowest aggro player we've played against in a while. Liliana's Contract would be a fun one to revisit. Opponent, count up our creatures. Attacks. Yeah, all right. Well, I mean, we swing with the crew and hope. Oh, wait. Does this... oh, this only has first strike during our opponent's turn. Okay. Well, all right. Mobilized district. Here we come. Fingers crossed. Score 1 for the Hoplite. Opponent draws in desperation down to 10. Pumps Rada and dies. Whoo! We got there. The jank got there. It did somehow. Wow. Imagine if this deck could also draw cards. Wow, that was so close. The Mobilized District. Standard's going to be interesting if we get a bunch more creature lands. That would be super sweet. That kind of worked, though. We punted away our best game, but we got the win. All right, all right. I kind of want to try the deck again just as it is. I'm curious if some of those cards are just not good in Standard, or if that was just a bad matchup for them. Yeah, the Jund deck was sweet. Rada's a sweet card. I feel like Rada should probably be played more. We're losing District, but a replacement has already been leaked. So we already know at least one colorless creature land is coming in Zendikar. I wouldn't be surprised if there was more. I'm really hoping for like a cycle. Shouldn't this deck have Linden? So we're not really a life gain deck. I mean, Linden does have a bunch of white mana symbols, which is nice, but we're not really trying to gain life. This is a unique mono white devotion deck. Most mono white devotion decks are life gain themed because of Heliod and Linden, but this deck is not really a life gain deck. That's not really part of our plan. Well, okay. Sure. I mean, this hand's fine-ish. Seth, is there a jank card in Amonkhet Remastered you're specifically looking forward to? Ooh, do we have a set list yet? We don't have the full list. I'm trying to think. Like, Anointed Procession is really sweet. I know one of them that I really liked apparently isn't coming back in the set, which is Faith of the Devoted for the cycling deck. I really enjoyed playing that in Standard. Overwhelming Splendor. Overwhelming Splendor is a sweet one to cheat and to play. I'm excited for that one. I don't know how janky that is. Is there any, like, straight-up jank cards? Huh. I'm trying to think, like, are there any, like, alt-win conditions? Or anything, like, super janky? Hey, what's up, Ebrio Blazer? How are you? Good to see you, Oh, someone asked about, it's just Birth. Someone asked about Pact of Negation. I don't think of Pact of Negation as a scary card. I don't know. So, I'm trying to think. I wasn't playing, like, super competitive Standard when Pact of Negation was in Standard. Was that like a big thing in Standard? Like, I think of Pact of Negation as a card that's essentially unplayable unless you are, like, protecting or maybe preventing a combo. Like it is good at that, and it has seen play in that context. Oh, dear. Well, hopefully our opponent doesn't have a Crossus. Sure, attacks we block. I will not mind when Nissa rotates. That'll be a good day. The Nissa rotation day. Now, Bishop of Wings. Ruined Halo. I mean, if they just have Ugin, it's dead. We're dead. Hydroid Crosses, although it's still pretty good. Attack ya. Attack ya. Hit ya. What card? All right, chat. What card are you most looking forward to rotating now that some of the easy picks are gone? Because I think so Teferi would have been high on the list. Gross Spiral would probably be high on the list. Wilderness Wreck would be very high on the list. It's Nissa now. Shocklands, interesting. Huh? Why Shocklands? Like, Embercleave next year. We're looking at in the very distant future. Phone it, untapping. I mean, I think in general, lands are mostly lands. It's more like more about whether they come into play untapped or not, and yeah, that's big. That's a big one. Well, the big problem is that our opponent just got to draw a new hand of cards. So, yeah, Nissan. Hydroid Crosses is on my list too. Crosses, it feels like it's been doing that for an eternity now. So yeah, just green cards, green cards, Simic cards. Any of those, I will be happy to see leave. Do you think there's a decent Abzan Hate Bears Coco deck in Historic now? Ooh, maybe. So opponents just, I mean, doing the 2020 thing, which is ramping. That is 2020 Magic at its worst, best. It's 2020 Magic, for better or worse. Opponent going to attack into the Ruined Halo for no damage. Well, exile Gargaroth. Get rid of Nissa. I mean, we're fighting the good fight as much as we can past the turn. I mean, I would imagine that after this year, they're gonna have to hopefully. I just want to print fair ramp that dies to removal. I think that's been one of the big issues. I mean, discounting the mana doubler thing, but go back to Birds of Paradises, Atlanta War Elves, or if you want to be really safe, two mana versions of those. But I think a big issue with the ramp we've had this year is you can't kill it. So once you Gross Spiral, Uro, etc., you're just ahead for mana for the rest of the game, because we don't believe in land destruction anymore. We don't believe in boomerang anymore. We don't believe in any of that stuff. So once it happens, you're just like, even this scenario, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like, opponents just +3 lands. And they will be +3 lands, at least for the rest of the game. Land destruction would be good. I personally, I want to see Stone Rain come back. I actually think the Stone Rain would be. I think that odds are Stone Rain would be fine. Like, just give it a run and see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's broken, and it's a horrible idea. But just give it a run and see. Just give it a run and see if it's okay. Ooh, Wildfire would be sweet. The Wildfire decks I've played in Cube, and we've played some budget modern ones. They are always super sweet. Uro comes back, draws a card, blah blah blah. Just Uro things. Castle Mantras for scrying. And being able to blow up lands would also be able to deal with utility lands, which would be beneficial. Huh. Maybe our deck really needs 20 lands. Maybe the mana screw is essential to the deck functioning. Yeah, no, this is looking very over. This Ruined Halo is holding back the 10-10, though. Well, alright. Get rid of the Uro. But you know our opponent's going to refill their hand again. Or draw an Ugin. Or refill their hand and then draw an Ugin. Ooh, I don't know how we get out of this. And that's one of the problems with mono white. And even more so with mono white slow decks that aren't particularly controlling. You don't have a catch-up mechanism. Like, you don't have a Crossus. You don't have anything like that that's just going to refill your hand. You don't even have, like, draw a card effects. So it's really hard to go toe-to-toe in this kind of battle when your opponent has tons of card advantage and you do not. Yeah, Ugin. If Ugin comes down, we just instantly concede. Opponent goes attacking, goes attacking. Goes attacking, goes attacking. Like, what can we even draw here? What's our best draw in existence? Opponent. Attacking. Yeah, I don't think our deck is built to really support Winota. We have Shatter the Sky in the sideboard. Well, block here. Block here. Block here. Block here. Why are they blocking the same one? Block here. Take 9? Alright, sure. Well, do some blocking, kill some stuff. Yeah, so the other thing about this deck is Bishop of Wings. I wonder if there's a way to add, like, Bishop of Wing combos to the deck. Bishop of Wings feels like it's got 2 white mana symbols. It blocks against aggro, but it only does things once we're already, like, comboing off and winning the game. Maybe it's fine just for the 2. Alright. Well, punished for adding enough lands to cast our spells. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good description of this deck. Ugh. Yeah, I do not have any confidence in this matchup. We can bring in Tomic. Like, I kind of feel like we are just drawing dead going into this matchup. Ooh, you got a band deck that's sweet? What's your sweet band deck, Ugly? Is your Twitch an arena? Wait, are you talking to me? Well, the Twitch name is MTG Goldfish, but my name everywhere is Saffron Olive. Arena, Moto, Twitter, etc., etc. Alright, we get to play first, and, well, we got Divine Visitation, which is good news. We only need a couple more lands to be able to cast it. We'll see. We'll see how fast our opponent gets rampant here. Hey, welcome, Dawson, how are you? Oh, yeah, Titan's Nest is, I still think it's a really powerful card. Maybe that's one that, after rotation, we'll have a chance to break out. Alright, ramp part 1. Well, let's just bird the Melodis. Get a Blades. Play the Plains. Ooh, hopefully there's no quick Nissas. That would be less than optimal. Well, we got the Divine Visitation. We need a Hoplite. We need a Hoplite to go with it. And our stuff to resolve. Oh, Thoughtseize will be the best card in Historic, I believe. Uro. Any thoughts on this deck for Historic? Been doing best of one. Let me see, Archburglar Lord. Yeah, I mean, out of the new cards coming that are not Omnicat cards, Thoughtseize, I believe, is by far the most impactful. Like, Thoughtseize will define the Historic format. I mean, Thoughtseize has defined every format it's been legal in. Like, it is that good. So I would expect Thoughtseize to be the most played card in Historic. To the top. Yeah, Tiny Bones was already sweet, and Thoughtseize is a big upgrade, so that is definitely an upgrade. Well, let's play Hanged Executioner. Oh, hope for no whammies. Nothing scary. Simic deck. Could you imagine how insane this deck... Like, picture the cards that are banned in Standard. Agent of Treachery would be in this deck. Oka would be in this deck. Once Upon a Time would be in this deck. Field of the Dead could be in this deck. Grow Spiral could be in this deck. I think I'm even missing... Veil of Subber could be in the deck. Am I missing anything else? That's like... The six best cards in this deck have been banned. The 6 best cards, or the 6 cards in the deck that have been good enough to be banned. 6 best cards in the deck are banned, and Blue-Green X is still the #1 deck in Standard. It's so insane. Yarion, yep, was not banned, but it was errata. Not specifically to, like, target that deck. Companions were a whole nother kind of broken, but, yeah, it's stayed to think about. Alright. Alright. Sure. Hooray for Ramp. Well, I wonder if 2021 will be different. Did we have a... I think we'll give a frowny face to the Ugin. I think Ramp and I click the frowny face. I've started to believe in Richard's... theory that the frowny faces do matter. That actually that's what like controls everything at Wizards. So we'll try one more with this one, and then we'll switch it up. I think Bishop's pretty bad. I mean, I think this deck, it can do interesting things, but I think in general, it is definitely a very janky game. Heligrobe for the 20th month. Yeah, we'll do one more with this deck, and then we will switch it up to one of our backups. Heligrobe, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. And Izeri, welcome you as well. Big super cheer for you. Yeah, the bursts are good. The bursts will hit us our lands at least. So we need Divine Visitation, but we got Hoppy. Their ban lists are auto-generated by a bot that analyzes the... I mean, I think that's possible. Like, oh no. All right. So, Ramp again. I do have a bit of a fear. Like... I do have a bit of a fear of the Ramp deck still. Like, early results where they were like 18% of the format, which isn't bad. Then the SCG, they were like 25, 26, which is kind of getting to the top end to where you want your top decks to be. And then some of the like small sample size SCG tournaments, like the challenges, have like went back and forth between like, some have been lower, but some have been up to 50. So I do have a bit of a worry that even after 7 bannings, that the Ramp decks are just still too good. Grixis Control will either be popular again, or I will be the only person to play it. Well, you won't be the only person, because Crib exists. Yeah, this deck has a lot of weird cards, and so far, most of the weird cards have not felt too much like they really line up all that well with the metagame. At least that has been my impression so far. That cards like Runed Halo, I think Runed Halo, it's proven to be a powerful card. Like, it's shown up in modern decks in the past. Like, it has a power level to be good. But I'm not sure in a world of Gem Raisers and Questing Beasts and Casualties of Wars and Ugids, like, it just might not be the metagame for it, unfortunately. Well, alright. Cultivate or lands. Sure. Take your pick, opponent. Takes the 2 lands. Mills cultivate. Why not Flicker effects in white like Flicker of Fate to get a few more uses out of ETBs, or are they just not that great? Oh, we really want to get our angels going, but this could definitely be Casualties of War or something equally devastating. Well, I mean, we gotta go for it. That's what our deck's built to do. Alright. No Casualties of War, please. Please. So flicker effects, I think, can be effective, but they're really only as good as what you're flickering. So that's kind of the question. Like, what do we have to flicker for value? Also, like, something like Flicker Wisp would be a lot better than Flicker Fate. Like, Flicker effects that have a body attached to them, so they always... Oh, we're getting... Yeah, also going to be a 10 for 1 or something. Oh, boy. Yeah. Okay. Well, there goes our happy good times. Opponent hits us. Play a land. Losing lands is not great. No white mana symbols on the battlefield. Huh. Uro amount of cards in the graveyard. This triggers on non-tokens? Okay. Well, Hanged Executioner, again. Go. I wonder if this could be a blue-white deck with only white permanents. Yeah, it could be interesting. I mean, blue would add more card draw. Yeah, Devotion with 0 mana symbols on the battlefield isn't ideal. Well, Ugin number 1, I expect. Okay. Kills our white mana symbol. Here comes Uro. Sure. Sure. Bone draws a card. Well, we will Sky Tether Uro. Not that that's even that. Sky Tether, yeah. I think this deck just needs more good cards. We got a lot of bad cards. I think this deck, it's really fun, and the game where we went off was sweet, but I think this is a deck that, Standard Mana Type would be spectacular. I think this is the deck that falls into the trap of, I was going to say playing bad cards to make good cards better, but I think it's playing bad cards to make bad cards better. I think we're playing questionable cards to make our other questionable cards slightly less questionable. Hey, what's up, Dr. Webbo? How are you? Oh, goodness. Sure. Oh, okay. Alright, yeah. Alright, sure. Casualties, yeah, pretty good. Sky Tether, pretty bad. I like bad cards too, but I like them when they do cool things. And so far, this deck's been a bit hit or miss on the doing cool things department. Alright, so Wanderer in. Wanderer is good against Uro. These ley lines make me laugh. Especially the number of them, 3. That's not a very good number to actually mulligan into one. Topic. Yeah, I mean, Sky Tether's down. Yeah, we'll move on. Okay, so chat. This is our last game with this deck, for better or worse. Although we did get to see it go off once. We will always have the going off once. Do you want to play the Mardu Giants deck or the 5-color Niv deck? Alright. Bishop of Wigs Trod. So you've got enough wins to make a clickbait video with this deck. Yeah, you only need one. I think that's the secret to Magic content in the Age of Arena. You just you build a janky combo deck, and then you just play it for like a week straight, and then you snag the one win and make it into a video and get 100,000 views. Hanged Executioner. Hit ya. It seems like Giants is probably winning. You played the blue Nixlos deck the other day. You said you might make one for each color. Has that begun to happen? Okay. Extinction event. Play a land. Play Bishop. Ruined Halo on Uro, I guess. Yes, it has begun. Hit you for 1. Back down to 19. Thibbish! Welcome to the Fishbowl. More tutelage could be fun, too. I definitely love playing tutelage. Thank you for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, it is. Boy, it's hard to keep up with getting 4 for 1 every turn. That is tough. Thibbish! Casualties are naming casualty doesn't actually do anything. Okay. Because Rune Halo only gives us protection from the card. So it doesn't stop Rune Halo from blowing up all of our... Or it doesn't stop casualties from blowing up all of our stuff, unfortunately. And this deck is weird. I'm not sure what the deck was... What it was trying to fight. I'm very confused. What the... Like, it's got all this protect yourself stuff, but I don't really know what it is designed to... Like, what it's good against. Like, what the idea is. Yeah, we played Mutate last stream. It's definitely can do some really fun things. Mutate, definitely, when your stuff sticks around, it can be quite powerful. But yeah, Mutate's fun. Well, there's Uro. We will kill the exiled Uro. Alright. So now we just gotta trust that the Hydroid Crosses Ugin deck does not... Boom. We gotta just trust that our opponent's deck does not draw anything big for the rest of the game, and we got him. We got him where we want him. Crosses. All right. On to greener pastures. So what do we learn about Mono White Devotion? We played 3 games. We won one, or played 3 matches. We won 1 of them. So quick breakdown of the deck, and then on to the next deck. So, I mean, the deck itself, it's definitely rough. I feel like it's very scattered. We realized that pretty quickly once we realized there were 20 lands in the deck, which there's just no way that could possibly be right. Yeah, the deck it's got a bunch of cards. They all are from the game Magic the Gathering. I will give it that. I don't know how they relate to each other, really. There's like a little bit of life gain synergy. There's some devotion synergies. There's random cards that aren't really normally played in most decks. It feels very unfocused to me. We did do cool things on rare occasions where we go Divine Invitation, Reverend Hoplite. That was legitimately sweet. And we did have some games where like our Sky Tether was good against Rotting Regisaur. But in general, not gonna recommend that deck. I'm not even sure there's really much fixing to it. Like, Mono White, because it doesn't have card advantage, it usually has to be very aggressive to have a shot, or it has to have some sort of like sneaky form of card advantage. This deck was not very aggressive, didn't have any sneaky card advantage, so but we got Giants. They might be Giants. we're gonna give Giants a shot. See, it's got to be better than Mono White, right? As far as being competitive. Yeah, Soul Sisters and Historic is good. Could you build a more optimal build of the deck? I mean, so, all right, we're going to play Giants in just a second, but I don't know if there's a way to actually make the deck competitive. I would probably look at, like, if I was going to do this, just very quickly before you go to the next round, I would probably try to, like, focus on the devotion plan. I don't think it would be good. I don't think it would be a very competitive deck regardless. But I think I would get rid of the stuff that doesn't especially work with the devotion plan. I think I would add Nyx Lotus. I think I would add the White Finale as another angel token producer. This is still really rough. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think you can upgrade the deck a little bit, but I think even fully upgraded, I think it's going to end up in the against the odds realm. Maybe with, like, a lot of testing and tuning, it could get slightly better, but I think it's going to be put in Prince. I don't know if Prince would actually be super helpful. Like, maybe, I guess it would be, the scrying would be nice. Like, Prince might be okay. Yeah. That deck just, it needs a lot of work. Too much work for us to tackle right now, I think. I think if we tried to brew it right now, we would probably still end up very similar to where we were before as far as level of competition. Mastermind's Tome could be good, but it doesn't really work with the Devotion plan, unfortunately. All right, we're going to be Gianting. We're going to try the Giant deck and see. It would be really sweet if Giant Tribal was good. But really quickly, before we jump into it, a reminder that our awesome sponsor is Card Kingdom. And if you need some magic cards, you can get them at cardkingdom.com. So thank you to Card Kingdom. All right, deck number 2. We are trying Giant. So this is essentially like Mardu mid-range Giant Tribal. We have Realm Cloak. That is our main Giant payoff. Sweeps away the board except for Giant. So we get to keep our Tectonic Giant. We get to keep Mega Godzilla, Crystalline Giant. We get to keep Croxa, which is a Giant. We get to keep Bone Crusher Giant. Little bit awkward that there's a lot of 3 of Giants. I'm not really sure why that is. This is another deck that was played in one of the challenges online things. A little bit rough around the edges, perhaps. Opportunistic Dragon, definitely next level sideboard tech. So this is another one that we'll see. We'll see how actually competitive it is. It's definitely a cool theme. And again, we can kind of do the same thing where I think we can, if we need to, we can try to upgrade it a little bit more. So let's try a deck with it. Let's try a game with it right out of the box. How many lands? That's a good question. I will update the deck list in the chat momentarily. Well, we got a Giant and our mana's good. Ooh, Serrated Scorpion. Alright. Triumph. Go. This deck has 26 lands. Although none of them are Castle Lockwaid, which it probably should be. Castle Lockwain is just insane. And I feel like Castle Lockwain should just be played every opportunity. Now, opponent's off to a very aggressive start. Mayhem Devil. One of the downside of Giant Wraths is they don't happen until turn 5. But Oath of Kai is good to get rid of this Mayhem Devil for now. Slow our opponent down, gain a bit of life. Opponent. What do you got? What do you got? Fabled Passage hits us. Grows it. Ooh, Priest of Forgotten Gods. These Elspeth Conquers Death, very powerful, but not great here. Are we dead? 9. So we take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right. So I think we're essentially just dead here. With all the draining our opponent gets to do when their stuff dies. Oh, with the Wrath in hand! Put it. Okay. Wow. Sure. Well, that was very quick. I mean, we did have all the most expensive cards in our deck, unfortunately. Like, our curve isn't that high. We just happened to draw 2 5-drops, or we drew 4 of our 5 5-drops, which that's a thing that can happen. So we get 2 Devout Decrees. We bring in Akaya's Wrath, bring in the 1 Leyline of a Void. That is a very odd number of Leyline of the Voids. Do they have humans? Yeah, 1 Leyline is the strangest thing I've ever seen anyone put in their deck. That is just so weird. But maybe it's exactly right. Maybe just no one's ever tried it before. Yeah, Elspeth Conquers Death doesn't feel great. All right, let's draw our one Leyline. I'm sure it'll be good. Yeah, I don't know if just Priest is enough to bring it in for. Oh, you have a Bant Counters deck, Ugly? What is your Bant Counters deck? Alright, this is fine. Discard into Giant into card draw? Is there a better card draw than Funeral Rites? I'm assuming the idea is Funeral Rites is going to stack the graveyard for Kroxa, but still. Some for Reputed. And Serrated Scorpion. Well, land and Agonizing Remorse. Those are all good cards. Well, I guess we take Priest. Pass the turn. Yeah, Winota makes sense for the dragon. Yeah, Priest I think is the scariest of the bunch. Here comes the Butcher. Opponent hits us. Well, play a land. Mecha Godzilla. Spin into Vigilance. Okay, that's what we wanted. Oh, all right, Vigilance. Opponent, yeah, gonna hit us. Oh, they're just gonna reanimate it. Well, all right. Sure, we will block. I don't trust my Mecha Godzilla luck. I don't trust it. What card from Amonkhet Remastered do you decide to play? Ooh, God Pharaoh's Gift is one of them. Anointed Procession is another one. Ooh. That's actually pretty good here. Yeah, let's consume the Fiend Artisan. Gain a bit of life. I forgot all about Concentrate Consume, but decent there. Assuming you mismatch lands on purpose. Actually, no. They just are not updated. Arena, I don't know why they default to the worst lands. Well, Agonizing Remorse, you. Down to 12, down to 9, 8, 7. Oh, we're going to be really low on life. Yeah. Okay. Giant 1. Oh, that animation's sweet. That does have really good animation. Yeah. 7, 5. Play the land. Photo taps. What card are you most excited about from Amonkhet? Ooh. We will Oath Away that Mayhem Devil. Play the land. Pass the turn. Back up to 7. Dreadhorde Butcher. Hits us to 6. Alright, Realm Cloak, pass the turn. If they have removal, we're in really bad shape. Mayhem Devil. Opponent. Passes. Well. Number 2? Number 2, the Hand of God? The hand of the giant, yes, opponent sacks, pigs. Hits us to 5. However, so we're going to 3, but we are not dead, and our Round Cloak Giant lives. The hand is back. Does not get the giants. Sure. Yeah, down to 3. But Round Cloak is coming at you. Down to 13 past the turn. All right, opponent. You need some draws. You need some. It's kind of working. The giants are coming through. An opponent cannot beat the hand. Just want to say thank you for being there all pandemic. Your streams and videos always make me happy and help me know what the day is. Well, thank you so much, Squellerchino. Did I ever skateboard growing up? I did not. Never been a good skateboarder. Yeah, no. I played basketball and I don't know, did normal kid stuff like ride bikes, but never skateboarding really. This is Giant Tribal. We might need more giants though. I don't like the 3 ofs. I think we want some more 4 ofs. We might have to update it. Oh yeah, we changed decks. I will update the stream title. Alright. Stream title, updating. Okay. Discard removal, a giant. Your Swans of Bernagolis probably back to Magic after more than 10 years away from the game. Oh, that is awesome. Those are some of my favorite stories. It's flattering to know that someone would like a deck enough to return to the game. That was a fun one. I definitely really like that deck. Well, play a land. Agonizing Remorse. Take Woe Strider. Opponent untaps. We just got Kill 'em All. Hits us for 1. Passes. Well, Agonizing Remorse. Should cast your stuff. Take Fiend Artisan. Pass the turn down to 15. Opponent untaps. Uro is probably the best giant, but that feels a little cheaty. Uro's just, I think we have, Uro's on our personal ban list at this point. Serrated Scorpion. Well, all the discard in the West. Play the lad past the turn. Oh, that's a good one for our opponent. That's a very good one. Hits us. Oh, yeah. That Woe Strider probably means we're gonna die. Oh, we will crack. Get a swamp, I guess. Play the land. Eliminate the priest. Opponent sacks, it draws, endrades. We're down to 6. That's not much life. The priest dies. Angrass Rampage. Creature. Well, the board is once again temporarily clean. Alright, Mayhem Devil. With a pig. Well, we will consume the Mayhem Devil. Okay. I mean, we've mostly stabilized. We might be stabilizing. I love the tutelage deck, too. I'd be fine with just playing tutelage again and again. Just got from Diamond Tier 4 to Tier 3 with tutelage. Ooh, awesome. Congratulations, crazy man. Yeah, I mean, I think the deck is actually, like, semi-competitive. Banned counters. All right, opponent finds a gut of bones. No, we will devout decree the gutter bones. Yeah, we'll keep concentrate consume. We need our opponent to tap out their Heartless Axe so we can play this and get a counter on it. Opponent land. Woe Strider returns. Well, they did tap it out. Well, Bedevil Woe Strider. Okay, okay. Oh, that looks fun. Simic Ascendancy is definitely a sweet way to try to win. Oh, Mega Godzilla. We get a flying counter past the turn. Opponent untaps. We're still at 7. It's Giant Tribal. We're not dead yet. Opponent draws a card. Sure, sure, sure. Mega Godzilla gonna start going off. Hopefully. Opponent. This attack. I'm so confused. That is so suspicious. You know what? I don't know. Like, what can they have? What can they possibly have? You know what? We're not gonna. You got me. We'll take the 0. I don't know. I don't know what you're doing with your mind games, opponent. Come on. Ooh. Okay. Spin us something good, Mecha Godzilla. What did we get? Flying. Oh, flying and reach. That's the. That is the least productive thing we could hit. Like, literally. Well, pass the turn. Oh, that's like a downgrade. We got flying last time, and now we got the strict downgrade. Opponent, another Castle Lock Wade. Mayhem Devil. Well, we do have an answer for that. Opponent. Passes. Oath of Gaia. Go after the Mayhem Devil. Come on. Come on. Come on, Mecha Godzilla. Something good. Something good. Trample. Oh! The redundancy. Hit something a little bit different. Hit something a little bit different than we had before. Come on. Come on. Come on, Mecha Godzilla. I have more faith in you than that. So far it's like we've kind of gotten one counter, essentially. Priest. Opponent. Plays a land. Well, Crag Fabled Passage. Thin the deck. Lifelink would be good. I would accept Lifelink. Get a mismatch, not very good looking planes. Untap. Land. Mecha Godzilla gives us Hexproof. Well, that's sort of an improvement. Go attacking. Hexproof would be even better if they didn't have Priest, but it's still good. Kill the Priest. Oh, consume it. Consume it. Yeah, I mean, I think we got to consume the Priest, or it's going to get our Mecha Godzilla. We need Castle Lockwades. We have 26 lands, 0 Castle Lockwades. We should have many Castle Lockwades. It's so good. All right. Pass the turn. Yeah, trample and flying can be okay. I don't think it does anything in this matchup, because flying is already evasive. Serrated Scorpion. And a land. Ooh. Well, go to combat. Spin it to win it. Menace! Oh! Oh! What? Wait. Let's read this. So options are flying, first strike, death touch, hexproof, flying, flank, menace, reach, trample, vigilance. Huh. Okay, I guess I can see why this card isn't actually that good, because, like, a lot of those abilities are redundant. Like, if you have flying, menace loses a lot of value, and reach loses all of its value, essentially. Trample loses a lot of value. So there's, like, 4 that are, like, kind of the same. Huh. That's interesting. Well, hit our opponent. Down to 4. Play the land past the turn. Opponent cannot draw with Castle Lockwade. The Mecha Godzilla has cut him off, and opponent can't beat it. Our quadruple evasive Mecha Godzilla was enough. Yeah, they could not kill it with the Heartless Act. They could have removed the counters. Maybe that's the upside. If all of our counters are essentially doing the same thing, what? Well, I guess they couldn't after we got the hexproof counter. If all of our counters are essentially doing the same thing, what's the point of removing them? Mono White Devotion. We did a cool thing one match, but the deck needs a lot of work. Now let's do one more without any changes, and then we can update it. How do you get the Mecha Godzilla skin? I believe they just gave them all the way at pre-release, something like that. Yeah, the castle's really good. We definitely want to add those to our mana base. Next standard rotation is roughly a month from now. It's when Zendikar Rising releases, which should be, which is, I believe, pre-release is like the 17th? Or arena release is like the 17th, so yeah, it is just over a month. Scorch Spitter. Well, I was gonna say, as long as we get black mana, this hand actually seems really good against our opponent's deck. Yeah, play the land past the turn. So what do you think of the set booster thing? I think that's one of the more interesting parts of... this hand looks like it matches up well against Mono Red. I don't know if the matchup's good overall or not, but this hand looks very good against him for sure. Yeah, I am also pretty hyped for set boosters. Well... Oh, opponent kept the one-lander? We will take the... I think we just take light up the stage. Try to mana screw him. Pass the turn. Alright, a little punished. Robber of the rich. But on it, it says... Ooh, Alright, let's get these counters. I can't resist. We're going to spin good this time. We get... Flying! That was the same one we got first last time. That's a... Is it not actually random? Is it not actually random? I actually think the set boosters are going to be really sweet. I think they're going to be like a strict upgrade, unless you're drafting. Am I excited for Thoughtseize in Historic? And I think it'll be interesting. And it's very powerful. And personally, I'm used to playing with Thoughtseize from older formats and against it, so it doesn't really bother me. I do think it will be the best card in the format. Like, I think it will be something that just like shifts how the format is played. All right, not reach. Please not reach. Okay, first strike. So at least it's different. Do we even Yeah, I guess we attack because they can use 2 burn spells on it next turn. Hit our opponent. If they draw land. Hit our opponent, pass the turn. But it untaps. So far, we're 1-0. I forgot to update the record. The Giant Tribe is holding its weight. It's ample weight. Okay. Well, go to combat. Spin into trample. Well, hit our opponent. Hand it up. Is that just the best animation on Arena? It might be. Like, what do you think? Are you excited for Thoughtseize at Historic or worried about it? So instead of a Spin It to Win It t-shirt, how about a Spin It to Win It playmat montage with different Spin It to Win It cards? Ooh. I like that idea. Well, Mecha Godzilla. Lifelink. Hitcha. Gates of Life. Oh, we have first strike now? Alright. Agonizing Remorse. Take a peek. I'm going to be great. Mid-range may have a chance now. Whoo. We will just take Shock. We're riding Mecha Godzilla all the way. All the way! All the way, Mecha Godzilla. You can do it. Thoughtseize is coming in Amonkhet Remastered this Thursday. Fervent Champion. Opponent hits us. Yeah, there's actually the list of cards. I think the big one. So there's a bunch of Amonkhet stuff, but the non-Amonkhet stuff. Okay, Death Touch added to the mix. Kill ya. I think Collected Company Thoughtseize are the 2 biggest ones. Hey, see you, Lucid. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully, see you on Thursday for some more fun. Enjoy Doctor Who. So they've been spoiling the set over the last couple of days. I think that you can see the full list on the Magic Arena subreddit. I think that's the easiest place to find the full list. Oh, oops. All right, not enough mana. Pass the turn. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not particularly scared of Pact of Negation. Maybe I'm wrong. I know that's a card that Krim was pretty concerned about, but I don't know. I guess my experience is it's just not a card that's heavily played. It's just like played in very specific combo decks. I think Coco will be a big deal. Oh, they actually found the burn, and we got 6 counters but did not hit hexproof. Yeah. Didn't play the land because we're a 26 land deck, so I figured that we would just draw into it, but we did not. Yeah, that's our tribal card. It only blows up non-giants, which means our team lives, our opponent's team very much does not. About it. Oh, we do have enough cards for Croxa too, which is a giant. Coco Thoughtseize has a Pioneer Seeds, so they don't include them in Pioneer Masters later this year. So what do y'all think about Pioneer? Like, what's your expectation? What's your expectation for Pioneer on Arena? Like, are you actually expecting that playable Pioneer will come this year? Like, I know they've said Pioneer Masters is coming. So do you think that that's actually going to be playable? There's just, yeah, that's kind of... I could see them, I mentioned this earlier, like, I could see them putting up a queue this year. Hey, what's up, Sally Sal? How are you? I could see them putting up a queue, but I don't think it'll feel like Pioneer at all for another year or two. I do think they definitely are going to have Pioneer on Arena. Like, I think that's pretty much, oh, that can't block, right? So we just win. Yeah, I guess we should just win. The Giants! Too good. Too good. Yeah, hit ya. Alright. Maybe this deck's broken. Will be the top 15 decks in my opinion. I don't know. For me, I don't think that that is... I don't think... So, I know one... I know people mention that. Like, just print, like, precons or have the master set be, like, take the top 5 decks in Pioneer. That would be what? 75? That would be about the set size. 6 decks, whatever. 5, 6 decks. Print all of those decks. Top 10 decks, maybe. Just go to, like, the Pioneer metagame page and literally have the master set be... Literally have the master set be the top 10 decks in Pioneer. So everything in Niv, Spirits, Mono Green, Mono Black, Sultai, Azorius, that's the master set. There you go, you have Pioneer. Like, for me, that wouldn't really feel like Pioneer. I think for a lot of people, it's probably fine. Or for some people. For me, I think what makes these old formats fun is the depth and all the jank and the other stuff. So I'm going to really push Wizards and hope that Wizards' goal is to have, like, literally the entire set on there. I think that is what we should be shooting for, is literally everything that's playable. Like, I don't care if they don't have some strictly worse disenchant or something. Like, whatever. You don't gotta have literally every card, but I do think for it to really feel like a true Eternal format, I do think you actually need, like, every playable card on the client. So if that's my standard, that's my personal standard, but with that being my standard, I'm expecting it to take at least 2 more years to actually have Pioneer feel like Pioneer. Because I think if you lose the wide open nature of the format and that aspect of it, I think that actually just, like, takes away a lot of... Oh, yeah, no. I'm fine with it being a process. I just hope that Wizards is not thinking that that's an acceptable end game. Like, I'm definitely fine with it being a process and taking a couple years. Like, I expect it to take a couple years. It's not a complaint. But I hope that that's the actual goal, and that it's not like, oh, well, we have, like, the 10 most popular decks on there, so you have Pioneer now, you know, be happy. So that's my hope, is that they're actually working towards literally every card that you could need to play the tier 3 janky decks in Pioneer, and not just, like, the top 5 decks in Pioneer, top 10 decks in Pioneer. Eventually, Historic will take over. I've actually come around to thinking that both formats will coexist. I actually think it will. Hey, what's up, Kilu? How are you? Good to see you. Isn't it just Wizards' way of phasing out Magic Online by introducing old sets slowly but surely to Arena? So, I think the answer there is maybe. But we haven't seen any sides of Wizards putting Modern, Legacy, Vintage, and even Pioneer wasn't something that it seemed like Wizards intended to do until they were, like, pressured into it. And it's going to take, what, probably most likely 3 to 4 years to put Pioneer. And Pioneer already has a bunch of cards, and it's like half the size of Modern. It would presumably take another 3 or 4 minimum to get to something like Modern. And then getting to Legacy is like another 10 years of sets. So even if they did kind of, like, change tunes and start heading that direction, I think that's a very long-term game plan And that's the other thing. It's going to be very interesting to see if the release of these formats and the issues with the arena economy, if that is going to change anything. Like, are people going to be able to play these formats, afford these formats? Will anyone do it? Honestly, with how the arena economy is set up, if Modern was somehow added to Arena tomorrow, I'm actually not sure how many people would switch over, in all honesty. Because the cost to have to play Modern, other than just like, I have one deck and kind of play that way, but like the cost to actually play Modern would be, I don't even want to think about it. Like, on Magic Online, they have loan programs and trading. Like, with the arena economy, with a format like Modern that has 10,000 cards and probably, like, several thousand, thousands of playable cards, let's say. Whew! That is going to get incredibly pricey. So I think that is another bit of a concern, at least. Is just like, man, opponent's throwing all the burn that isn't doing anything. Like, will the economy be able to support it? I already feel price out of Historic. Every day, look, missing like 10 rares minimum. Yeah, and they're actually very difficult to get. At least that has been my experience. I've talked about it before, but the Jumpstart cards have been the first time in my entire arena playing career that I literally have not been able to play decks and haven't, even being willing to spend money to get cards, just have not been able to do it because the price is so insane. Selling wild cards, dusting solves everything. Like, I feel like they should have had it from the beginning, but dusting just solves all the problems and then some. So the ability to trade cards you don't need for cards you do need, essentially, where you can, how it works in other games a lot of times, I think it's a lot like 4-to-1 usually. So it's not even like some very generous rate, but it's like you can trade 4 rares that you don't want and essentially get a wild card. You get any rare that you do want. So that's how most similar games have designed their economies. And I think that might be what needs to happen with Arena. Wait, what's happening? Opponent's targeting it. Tectonic Giant, we will draw. Well, they have another burn spell? Ooh, alright. We will draw and draw. We will take a land that we need. And Tectonic Giant number 2! The Giants are coming, and the deck is working. So, well, I mean, what is your solution, chat? Now that AKR set the precedent for new cards being printed in remaster sets, what new cards do you want to see in Historic? Ooh. My opinion on Historic at this point is, I think Historic's going to end up being the legacy of Arena. So, just go all the way. Just go all the way. Give us the Force of Wills and the Wastelands, like Ether Vials. I mean, obviously, Panharmonicons, Blood Moon, maybe. Like, I don't know if they'll actually go to the Blood Moon level and put in the hate cards, but I feel like that's where the format is heading. Is towards, the hand. Is towards being the legacy of the format. Well, get and hit ya. We will... Tectonic Giant's actually kind of good, isn't it? Draw a couple cards. Take a Giant, Crushy Crusherton. Play the land past the turn. Tectonic Giant's actually... This is another card, like, it's not going to work into Fairyland, but this is another card that in our new Brave New World where you can actually, like, untap with a thing sometimes. Tectonic Giant might deserve another look. Original dual lands, Black Lotus. I mean, I'm fine with all that stuff being put on there. I feel like that's where we're heading. It feels like Wizards wants. It feels like Wizards wants Historic to be pretty high powered. At least that's my perception. That's what it feels like to me. Well, hit our opponent, Grim Dancer. Lifelink Menace. Bone Crusher. Kill you. Auto Tapper. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Pass the turn. What cards have been in your radio in terms of cards that were held down because of Teferis, and this is the world? I mean, the big ones are anything that doesn't do anything immediately. Not that Bane Slayers are going to take over the world now or whatever, but stuff like Nyx Lotus is a big one. Yeah, let's keep drawing. We'd probably be killing our opponent, but I can't pass up the ability to keep drawing cards. Mecha Godzilla. Hit our opponent. Giant. I think we could have won several times over by now. Giant. The tribe has assembled. Elder Gargaroth, I think, has already seen an uptick in play. But yeah, anything, I'm trying to think of other examples. The enchantment cycle from Ikoria, like Whirlwind, Titan's Nest, stuff like that, I think all of a sudden is in the conversation again. I mean, obviously if you're like 5, 6, 7 mana and you still do nothing, you're still going to get punished a lot. But Teferi was like, there are times playing against Teferi, and I guess this would be historic, but I'd be like, well, do I actually want to bring in Grafdigger's Cage? Because it's just going to get bounced. Is it worth bringing in Sorcerer's Spyglass? Because it's just going to get bounced anyway. And so that kind of feeling, especially with cheaper stuff, I think that's gone. You can actually play an enchantment, an artifact, a creature that doesn't immediately have an enter the battlefield trigger. And there's like, it's still going to die to some removal spells. That's fine, that's Magic. But there's some chances it's actually going to do something. Ooh, let me see, Kokos. I'm interested in your update. Wow, so far Giants are 2-0. It's actually, like, seems semi-competitive. And this is without any of the updates that we were going to make. All right, how do we do against a slower deck? Kokos Devotion. That definitely seems a lot more focused, Kokos. Linden, I mean, we're not a life gain deck, but the 3 white mana symbols is nice. I like Finale. I like the Nyx Lotus. Linden free with Nyx Lotus. Yeah, I feel like that is a big step in the right direction from where we were before. For sure. Well done, Kokos. I mean, we got the victory. Wait, what are we arguing about now? I'm so confused. Dusting plus duplicate protection would have some real feel bads. Imagine dusting a card for 1/4 of its value, then the next pack you open another one. They have no choice but to lower power level collections, not choice. I mean, if you don't need duplicate protection if you have dusting. I think if there's dusting, then you just don't need duplicate protection. Duplicate protection is like Wizards' weird backdoor way to try to solve the issues with the economy because there isn't dusting. I mean, you would get rid of the limit of the number of cards that you could have in your collection. So it wouldn't be like, oh, after your 4th card, it just automatically disappears into the ether. So you could have 10 copies of a card or whatever, and then you just turn any extras into what you need. The other big upside about dusting is you can trade across rarities, which is something people have asked for a lot. Like, I have a million mythic wild cards, but I don't have any rares. Like, technically, you're not trading card for card. Like, that's just how the values work out. But you're able to, like, let's say, like, I'm trying to think of a good example. Let's say if you dust, and in arena terms, I guess it would be gems. So let's say Wizard had a system where you could, if you didn't want a mythic rare, you could get rid of it, and they would give you enough dust. I don't feel like I'm describing this well. Island, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. But let's say you would trade in your mythic, and you would get this currency that would be dust or whatever, and then you would be able to spend that currency on whatever cards you wanted. Essentially, buy wild cards with that currency. So while the rates would be set most likely in a way where you could trade like 4 of your rares to get 1 of any rare you chose. It would also be that, like, if you traded in 1 mythic, that would probably get you 1 rare. Or if you traded in 8 uncommons, or whatever number, 10 uncommons, that would add up to a rare. So you would be able to use all of your draft chaff that currently just essentially goes for nothing to very slowly, but eventually turn that into the cards that you actually do need to build decks. So I mean, it blew my mind. Like, at the time when Arena first came out, the conversation was not about would Arena have dusting, because everyone just assumed it would have dusting, because that's just how those games work. Like, that is just how those games work. So everyone just assumed it would have dusting. So it came as a big shock. It came as a big shock when there was no way to manage your collection like that. I'd be willing to do 10 or 20 uncommons for a rare. What's ending up with 11 billion uncommon wildcards? -8. Yeah. I mean, I think that would be... Personally, I think that would help a lot, especially with us getting more and more older formats on the client. That Extinction event was a great draw for our opponent. Well, Mechagodzilla. Mechagodzilla. Alright, 1 down. We spin into flying? Lifelink. Alright. Oh, that Extinction event slowed down our card draw a lot. I'll go to combat. Oh, Hexproof! That is a good one. That is one that we want. Hit ya. Okay. Mechagodzilla, doing things. Well, do you think that... So what do you think? Would you prefer... I guess, what do you think about the current system? And... Ooh, Shark Typhoon, eh? Well, I guess we better eliminate that. Like, do you think... What kind of system do you think you would be best for you personally? Because it is different for different kinds of players, like everything with Arena. So depending on how you interact with the economy and the game, what is best for you is probably going to be different than what's best for me, or... We're okay with drawing a land. Alright, Agonizing Remorse, sure. Sure. And Solemn Simulacrum. Very jealous of Castle Lockwade's. Gems for wild cards. I mean, that would also be a helpful system. Well, get in, hit ya. Croxa ya. Hit ya. Down to 12. What does our opponent draw? The clock is on, but they have some whammy draws. Opponent. A mix of dusting, buy wildcards for gems. Buying wildcards... Ooh, interesting. Buying wildcards for gems would also be a very big addition, I think. So opponent gets to tutor something in the graveyard and return 2 permanents from their graveyard to their hand. Which right now is Shark Typhoon, Land, and Grazer? Huh, I've not seen many mythos. Yeah, gold would also be a good addition. Alright, so opponent gets the crosses, unfortunately. Alright, Shark Typhoon and crosses. Crosses rotating will be sweet. Well, we'll get a Croxa. Giant number 2. But our opponent's going to draw a new hand here, unfortunately. Yeah, we definitely need Castle Lockwades. Yeah, this is a game where we actually just, like, pretty much dominated our opponent. But a single Hydroid Crosses just undoes it all. And that's kind of what we're experiencing here. The problem with Jumpstart is that there were no packs for sale. With remastered sets, there will be packs. Yeah, hopefully they learned so opponent, new hand. Hopefully they learned a lesson from Jumpstart and the issues with its release. Well, not the best Elspeth Conquers Death, but kill Solemn, I guess. Go to combat. Get Menace. And it's the Crosses, though. This Crosses just owns. Codes and physical packs would be interesting. I would be surprised because I think that cuts pretty directly into Wizards' bottom line. So I mean, we've seen things around the edges. Like you buy a Planeswalker deck, you get the Planeswalker deck, or Secret Lair stuff. But I would be surprised if Wizards ever was planning on, like, if you buy a pack in paper, you get a pack on Arena. Because I think they are planning on... I think they're planning on profiting off both of them, not just one of them, and then using the second one. And, yeah. So this is the deck that... This is the deck I'm a little concerned about. The good news is rotation's coming, but if there's one deck where I'm a little worried a week from now... If there's one deck where I'm a little worried a week from now, we're going to have a deck back at like 40-50% of the meta. This is the one that there's a concern about. Codes on physical packs actually end up increasing the money that Wizards gets. It may not be direct as much per sale, but it causes more people to go wider. I mean, if you got some data on that, I would love to look at it. I can see what you're saying. Dog of Myth, welcome to the... But I'm curious if that's something that is actually like a proven like statistical fact, or if it's just like conjecture. I mean, I would assume if Wizards thought they would make more money by putting codes and packs, that they'd already be doing it. Because if there's one thing we know about Wizards, they do like their money. Or I guess Hasbro, really. But Dogomith for the 15th month, all of 2020 indeed. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. All right, so opponent Saltai Ramparino. Well, we'll bring in some things. And then I think we'll go down some stuff and see what happens. What are we cutting? This is another deck I feel is like we've had some success with it so far, which is good. I feel it could also be tightened up a little bit. Honestly, feels a little loose still. Thought it would or actually would are not the same. Indeed. Codes and packs would reduce the amount of people spending big bucks. Yeah, I mean, I'm actually curious. Like, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. Other than thinking that, hey, what's up, Hiyodi? Other than thinking that if Wizards thought it was more profitable, they'd probably be doing it because that's kind of their trend. But yeah, I really don't know. I think it would be very interesting to have some information on whether that would, like, what that would do to sales. Hey, see ya, Cocos. Thanks for fixing up the devotion deck. Enjoy your dinner. Well, agonizing remorse. So 2 removal spells. Opponent's hand's not that great. So we'll take the Solemn. Take the Solemn. And now we can duress, and like, if we can hit the right mana in Liliana or Tectonic Giant, we might actually be in decent shape here. I like Moto more due to how easy it is to build decks with the loan programs. Yeah, that would be another upside of having like a functional economy, is you could like borrow decks from friends, you could have loan programs. I think that's definitely one of the most underrated aspects of Magic Online these days, is just like how nice the ability to play any deck for a really low price is. Like, it is so amazing to be able to, for I don't know, $10 a week, literally just play any deck in any format. That's it's so, like, that was not a thing a few years ago, and it is pretty amazing. Pokemon does codes and physical boosters, and actually created another secondary market for packs of codes. Yeah, I mean, I guess it makes sense. Although I don't think that that really benefits them. Like, if the codes are being sold on the secondary market, I don't think they're like actually. I don't think they would actually be getting money off of it, right? I don't know much about the Pokemon game, honestly, the digital version. Now, hit our opponent, Liliana. We're doing a good job of dodging our opponent's removal spells here.
I'm looking.
Take up Liliana.
Care to volunteer?
Discard Realm Cloak Giant. All in on Tectonic Giant. They don't get money off cold sold on secondary market, but discards people to play the game anyways. Yeah, I mean, I guess that would basically be like giving people more money in their booster packs. Essentially, like, if when you buy a pack, you could sell the codes from the pack for, I don't know, whatever amount of money. Like, that is essentially giving you more value in your booster box or booster pack. Well, get to a Tectonic Giant and our opponent. Draw a card. Take a Blood Crypt. Hit our opponent. Take up Liliana. Discard the land.
We're doing things.
Blood
right.
Crypt. Go. Opponent. I mean, this Liliana's getting close to ultimate, too. Land. Castle Aquain. Passes. I'll go to combat. Attack you. Draw a card. Take Bone Crusher. hit ya. I mean, the Giants are actually working. Would you pay $5 a pack for an arena pack that gave you an arena code and the same physical cards? Ooh. Like, would it be worth paying more for? Oh, goodness. Okay. Yeah, Shark's really good for our opponent. Well, stomp the Shark. Hit our opponent. Take up Liliana. Discard a land. Bone Crusher. Pass the turn. Maybe we want more Lilianas. Yarion. Alright, so we get to ultimate. We actually get to ultimate Liliana. Seems decent. Opponent. Liliana. Liliana ultimate for the win with Giants. Plays a land. Passes. Ooh. Well, we will emblem Liliana. We will go to combat. 7, 8, 9, 10. Realm Cloak Giant.
My dominion over death is complete.
An opponent scoops it up. I mean, all we gotta do is Noxious Grasp, and then that's just super lethal. Really think they need a league system like Moto with good rewards, gems, wildcards, things like that. Yeah, that would be helpful. If Wizards owned the arena secondary market and had rental services that made it short-term rental cheap, but long-term, but in the long run, it's cheaper to buy the cards. Yeah, that would be interesting. I'm not sure how Wizards would feel about getting into the secondary market. I don't, maybe it'd be okay on Arena, but I feel like that's where a lot of their plausible deniability for being like gambling and so forth falls apart. Like the whole system is built on the fact that if you buy a booster pack, you're getting 10 rares, 3 uncommons, a rare with a chance to upgrade to a mythic. Like that's what makes the whole system work. Yeah, Tectonic Giant's been great. I think that's a card that's really benefited for the Fairy being gone. LOL fail WTF. Welcome to the Fishbowl for the 5th month. Thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Hey Seth, thanks to another month of completely solid content. Goldfish Crew Fall Guys stream when? Ooh, I have not played Fall Guys. Should I try it? Should I play Fall Guys? Sort of. Like, it is gambling. At the same time, I think there also is, like, a somewhat important difference, which is if you buy a scratch off and you lose, you get nothing. Like, in Magic, if you buy a booster pack, I'm sure you're hoping to hit a Jace or a Uro or something, but you're still getting 15 Magic cards that you can play with. So I think there is a distinction there. That could definitely be fun. It looks like a game that would be fun. Have to see. Maybe we can get the Goldfish Crew together to do it. All right, opponent's ramping viciously, which is a little frightening. We will grab a Swamperino. But, I mean, I still think Magic, opening booster packs, it's obviously gambling to a lot of people. Like, a lot of people are buying them with the intention of hoping to get more money out of them. And that is quite literally gambling. But I do think there is a bit of a distinction between something like that and scratch-offs or whatever. Alright. Well, play a land, go. We could use some more lands. That would be helpful. $10 a month for all the cards in Standard. 10 more to upgrade to Historic. I mean, that would be wonderful for players. I was just kind of laughing because that's like, what, 10 booster packs? I mean, I think for me to be able to play all of Standard, I spend let's say $150 a set on average. So that's 4 standard sets a year. That's $600, and then that's kind of like filled in with the rest of the stuff, like getting some reward packs, and stuff like that. Kind of like fills in the rest of the gaps. So, assuming that's like fairly typical, I would assume that Wizards would probably be looking at like $50 a month, probably would probably be the going rate if Wizards was going to do something like that. Possibly more, because then there's no variance in it. You just know you have anything. So yeah, I mean, I think it would be awesome if you could do it for $10 a month, but I would expect also, I guess that kind of lines up with Moto rental prices, where in Moto it's usually weekly, and you can play like Pauper for as little as like a couple of dollars a week, or $1 a week, or budget decks for $1 a week. But to have a loan account where you have enough money to get like any legacy deck or any deck you want, you're probably spending like $10 a week or something. So I would expect it to be somewhere in that range. I wonder how many people would do it. Like, I would do it in a second. Like, I think that would be very convenient. Paladin gets and hits us. Black, red. Well, let's just Croxa. Get rid of these lands. Make our opponent discard. Get a Croxa. Opponent pitches. And we still have Realm Cloak for after this Yorion, potentially. We might not be in bad shape. Hey, I'm doing well, hard to break. How are you? I'd pay $30-$40 a month, easy to have access. I mean, I think that would probably be less than what a lot of whaley type people spend. I think that would be a good deal for most of them. On the other hand, like, I don't think free-to-play players would be interested. And that's one of the appeals. Ooh. This Mythos has been interesting. It feels like it's actually been pretty good for our opponent. Gets another Crosses. Gets back the Crosses. And a Tameo. Oh, Crosses. Rotate already. When is September 17th? It depends on how many people profit from content creation that $10 a week casual players won't care. Well, step 1. Go to combat. Croxa you, make you discard. Yarion down. Then we will... opponent's at 9, but they're going to draw a bunch of cards. How do we do this? Oh, this is really close. Yeah, we can't actually hit this with it, though, so it's just kind of doing nothing. Yeah, we'll pass the turn. I mean, if our opponent plays a big Crosses, the card draw is problematic, but we do get to just Realm Cloak and keep getting with Croxa. Alright, yeah. So opponent, crosses X5. I guess they're only drawing 2. Denied the land. Plays a land. Oh, the hand! The hand is coming! The hand is coming. Untap. Hand him. Yes! Yes! The hand! Play the land, go to combat, hit ya. Make it discard! Down to 5! Pitches Gargaroth! Oh, wow! Oh, wow, we've been crushing it with Giants! Oh, we do need a hand emo. Oh, I can't believe Giants is working though. This deck has been sweet. And I think it could be even better. Like, I think it could be improved. I'm a free player and grind drafts to complete the rares from the set. After doing this for the past 3 sets, I'm able to have enough wild cards to make 2 new standard decks. I complete the rares 3/4 of the way through standard. I would not want to see, even if they did offer something like a rental program or something, or a subscription model, I don't think they would ever have free to play option go away. Like, I feel like that is always going to be a big part of the game. Wow, we're gonna get him with this concentrate. Oh. Got him! Wow! No one plays around the concentrate. All right. And 3-0. All right. Well, let's give Giants one more run. This deck has been way more functional than I thought. And Tectonic Giant, remember Tectonic Giant, because with Teferi gone, it might actually be time for Techie to do things. It's felt very good in the games we've played with it. Yeah, this deck's been sweet. Isn't the Mastery Paths already a subscription? Well, yeah, I mean, they have, like, I guess it is a subscription, but I think in the context of, like, pay a subscription to have access to all the cards. Mastery Pass is, like, pay a subscription to, I don't even know, get more stuff, I guess, is how you describe it. Like, pay a subscription to get some more stuff. Red, black, red. Alright, we'll put the mountain to the bottom. Forest our opponent. Ooh, Lovestruck Beast. Alright, so at least we're playing something different. And Bedevil does happen to answer... Oh, okay, there's Lucky Clover. Does happen to answer Lucky Clover, which is pretty sweet. Tap land, go. Opponent, tap land. Ugh. Alright, here comes all the tokens. Sure, it's us. Well, get rid of Lucky Clover. We're gonna need the hand. Vote it. Yeah, the Mastery Pass has been downgraded a bit. I think it still, if you care about cosmetics, I think it still offers value. But it does offer less value than it used to offer. As far as, like, the amount of gems and gold and so forth that you get. We could use non-lands. Oh, this deck really wants Castle Lockwade. We are 3-0, so we're definitely not complaining. But Castle Lockwade would be really helpful in this deck. Play a Plains. Remorcio. Take Escape to the Wilds, I guess. Kill the Lovestruck Beast. We need a hand. Lovestruck Beast for our opponent. Yeah, our opponent also has a giant, so that does make the hand a little worse. Oh, this is not Ingress Rampage's match. Oh, we're dead, right? I guess, well, we're going to 1, so we're not technically just dead. Ugh. Well, okay, the hand. The hand can still save us, potentially. I'm sitting on 40 rares, 20 mythic wildcards. I have lots of standard brawl historic decks. I've only bought 3 intro bundles. Ooh. You must play a lot of Arena, I would say, Franz. I mean, you definitely, that's one of the cool things about Arena, is you you do have the option to pay with your time rather than your money. Oh, yeah. I guess that was probably a punt, too. You're right. Huh. I was thinking that we didn't have enough cards, but you're right. I think we could have Croxed. All right, that's a mistake. Punt. Oh, we didn't. Okay, it wasn't a punt. We didn't have the black man. I knew something was weird, or maybe it was still a punt. Ugh. So we got good removal. Yeah, this deck's tough. Our cards are not particularly helpful. Huh. Well, I guess we just hope we draw the hand. Get rid of Angra's Rampage, which seems pretty bad. Yeah, MTGA is definitely great for that. There's never been an official Magic product that you could play and build tier decks with spending $0. And Arena is the first one, and that is a huge deal, because that's just not something that that has ever existed before. So I think that by itself has opened up the possibility of playing Magic to a lot of new people. Well, those are all cards that we don't want to see. Come on, land, Magic Gods. We need a land. Lucky Clover, sure. Opponent hits us. Land? All right, that's a land. Huh. Oh, goodness. Ugh. What do we kill? Ugh. Opponent has both of their best cards. Yeah, I mean, I think Realm Cloak, I guess, is technically an argument for leaving Innkeeper. And the fact that our opponent is drawing all the Innkeepers in the West. Opponent hits us. Oh, play land. Tectonic Giant. Pass the turd. Come on. No adventure. Opponent plays a tap land. Scries to the bottom. Well, go to combat. Attack you. Draw a card looking for a land. Oh, no lands. We get a Bone Crusher. Opponent takes it. Well, stomp on an Innkeeper. Pass the turd. Come on. Can we take down all the best decks in Standard? Hey, Delia Vest, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome. Thank you. How are you? Welcome, everyone. We are just, we're playing some Giant Tribal. Giant does only hit face. Oh, we need to kill this Innkeeper. That's step one. Well, Tectonic Giant. Well, okay. Not pretty, but it works. Kill the Innkeeper. Oh, we were doing this in in the most mana-screwed way possible, but it's kind of working. Oh, welcome, everyone. Hope you're all having a wonderful evening. Brazen Borrower. Well, we'll draw some cards. There's a land. Lovestruck Beast. Wow, opponent did not get to cast much. That's good for us. Well, the hand. Dog Myth with a gift sub to Talia Vest. Welcome you to the Fishbowl, and thanks again for the raid. Big scoop cheer for you, and opponent scoops it up. All right. If we can win one more, We have we have somehow went 4-0 with Giant Tribal and taken down the two best exit standard with Giant Tribal. That is, I guess I would say, kind of against the odds. I will admit, I was not expecting this deck to be that good. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, we'll keep it. We got 2 removal spells to keep the payoffs off the battlefield, hopefully. Angrass Rampage can get rid of a Clover. I mean, if we can keep the Innkeepers and Clovers off the battlefield, things go much better. Those are the cards that let our opponent's deck spiral. We do want to keep drawing lands. Well, it's a land. Well, eliminate the Innkeeper. Payoff 1 down. Yeah, Tectonic Giant has been insane. I would definitely encourage people to keep exploring it because it has felt really strong. Remorse you. Okay, Bone Crusher. Take a Brazen Borrower. Triome. Ooh, opponent has Giants too, though. The hand is not going to be as good as usual. Opponent. Temple of Epiphany. Oh, you should see the amount of subs that Tawnos has donated over the years. It is ridiculous. I think Tawnos is definitely over 1,000 over the course of like a couple of years. We have some very amazing, generous people in the Magic community. All right, there's a card draw. And the Innkeeper. Funeral Rites. Play the Plains past the turn. So opponent's going to get to draw at least a card. Plays a land. Lovestruck Beast. Lovestruck Beast draws a card. I mean, you gotta run this out and draw a card, right? At some point. Alright. So opponent draws a couple cards, but the hand is coming. The hand is coming. Opponent passes. The hand is here. Clear the board. Oh, the Giants are good. Pass the turn. I definitely appreciate it so much, Dog of Myth. Alright, opponent's got the Clover and the Bone Crusher to copy it. But we don't actually have an answer to the Clover at the moment, which is scary. And there's Crushy. And a land. Ooh. Alright. Tectonic Giant, go. Okay, just a land. Opponent. Yeah, I guess if we were going to block, Mechagodzilla was probably better. Oh, Mechagodzilla. Shock ourselves to 8. Tectonic Giant. Come on, whiff for a couple of turns. Oh. I didn't realize our opponent could, Oh, no. Well, that's game. Alright. Yeah. Fair enough. Whew. Yeah, the top deck draw 5 is going to seal this one up for our opponent. Fey Wishes, double sideboard tutor, and I think we've officially hit the land of no return after that. Oh, I thought that Brazen Bar was in creature only mode, honestly. Opponent gets Escape to the Wilds. Gets Chandra. Yeah. Hits us. Well, I mean, this is part of what makes our opponent's deck so strong. Yeah, I mean, Tectonic Giant, Mega Godzilla. Play a land, pass the turn, get a Death Touch counter. Oh, so close to undefeated with Giants. Seth, I got my 3 Blood Moons in my Double Masters box. I think my box was trying to tell me to play Free Road Red. I mean, that is good advice. All right, yeah. Well, good top deck. That was very close. Very, very close. Our opponent definitely hit the right card off the top of the deck, but Teamer Adventure is also a very strong deck. Well, good news is Giants actually felt more competitive than I would have guessed. I'm not saying they're like a top tier deck or anything, but they were definitely way better than Devotion. The Devotion deck was really janky. Mardu Giants, I think there's potential here. I think things we learned about the deck, the numbers are a little weird. Like, we got a lot of 3-ofs. It's a little awkward. So that part is a little bit strange. But Tectonic Giant was insane. Like, this is a card that definitely needs to be reevaluated now that we've had a bunch of bannings. Elif with the gift of the Solar Fair. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah, I mean, Tectonic Giant definitely deserves to be reconsidered for standard. Mecha Godzilla, it's not that good, but it is on a tribe member, but I don't know. Their thing is with Giants, there's just not many in standard. So if we actually want to try to play all Giants, our playable options are fairly limited. There's a bunch of like straight up unplayable like 7-mana Giants. Then there's like, I guess if you're in blue, Thraxis is decent. I don't know how we actually make that work mana-wise. So there's just not a ton of options that are close to being competitive. Obviously, Uro's insane, but also not in our colors. But I think the Giant Tribe actually has a bit of potential. And the mid-range strategy felt good. We took down Sultai. We were neck and neck with the other top deck in the format in Team Your Adventures and got other wins. So I actually feel like Giants has some potential. What's your treasure chest up to an arena? I had to, because of Jumpstar, I had to spend most of it. I'm down to 100. I had to open it 10 times to try to get random Jumpstart cards. That's how desperate I was to get Jumpstart cards. Oh, on that note, everyone, I think that brings us to the end for tonight. But we'll be back on Thursday night to have some more fun. I don't know, maybe play new historic stuff or Amonkhet Remastered draft. That is, I believe, release day, and that we'll already have the setup by the time that we are streaming. So maybe we'll do something with Amonkhet. Otherwise, I don't know, Modern, some more janky Standard, something like that. But, quick reminders on the way out the door, everyone. Y'all are awesome, for one thing. Otherwise, Replay YouTube, that's where you can find the old streams, normal YouTube, tons of stuff coming up on there. Tonight, there's a Crim video. Tomorrow, Against the Odds, literally my worst point of all time in Modern. So keep an eye out for that. And one more reminder that our awesome sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom. And if you need some magical cards, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com. You can even get a free Scoop Soldier sticker. Just let them know you want one in your order note. So huge thank you to Card Kingdom for supporting this show. Most importantly, thank you to all of you for being awesome, for hanging out, for just having fun tonight. Y'all are amazing. You make these nights so much fun. Thanks for hanging out and having fun with me. I will see you on Thursday. Have a great night, a great middle of the week. See you Thursday, and I will talk to you soon.